Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, so today I am going to be drawing Michonne from not Game of Thrones. This is one of them our blooper things. Now, from The Walking Dead. I only had like the first couple sips of coffee, so please bear with me. I'm just setting up my brush so that I can do a quick sketch. And the way I envision Michonne in the future is kind of how she was introduced in the show, kind of mysterious and walking and like a badass. She was walking two walkers on a chain or rope. And I'm like, wow. And I think that's another thing that got me hooked on the show for a while. Yeah, I really like this character. She's very strong. And this reminds me of what women are like. You know, you're doing your thing, trying to survive. And she did it like a badass, and so I want to try to capture that and kind of throw her into the future. They'll probably kill her off so that she can pursue her other cinematic goals and stuff, which is great. That's fine. I stopped watching it after Glenn died, so yeah, he was my favorite character. Yeah, and I almost stopped watching it the first time they had a cliffhanger and he looked like he was dead. So we're still going to keep the sword. But this time it'll be kind of like a laser katana instead of like a regular katana. Still gonna be kind of badass. I'll maybe soften up her face a little bit, but throw some like hardware on her. Like she changed her look a bit, as we all would in the future. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing where she kind of had a kind of like a hoodie. She had a cape. It wasn't really a cape, it was more like a jacket, I think, or a poncho when she first came on the scene. But it was enough to obscure her just a bit. So we'll have her hair coming down there. So instead of it being, see, I kind of envision her kind of guiding like drones of some sort, but they're still, I want to say, what's it called? We'll give her big ones. I'm trying to think, what would they be? Cyborgs. So they'd be like zombie cyborgs. So I got a lot to draw. So I figured that the future wouldn't just have regular human zombies, it would have like cyborg zombies. And I'll have them like kind of float their plugs and sparking. We'll have like torsos. We'll have one of them have like pelvis and have it be kind of cybernetic. No arms and no jaw. So It'd be kind of like, and what's scary is that the show never did it again. You know, where Michonne would just cut off the jaw and the arms, and it's like the zombies had lost all will to live, to eat. So they became basically docile. And had she had shared that with other people probably could have survived if they'd used the same trick. Let's see, we'll have her holding his spine here. And just have that one come out like that. And this one will have a rope on him. Yeah, this is how she got through hordes of zombies. By grabbing two of them and leading them around on a rope. And if she kept quiet, you know, she didn't have to smear stuff all over her or anything like that. Now, I was going to do the guys from what is it called, Miami Vice, and I was thinking, nah, or who do I like more, you know, to draw next? And I came up with Michonne. Yeah, she was a character that I thought that they didn't use enough. I'm gonna make her a little bit more shapely here. And then I was thinking about what kind of things will she have in the future, as far as things to protect her. You know, I would love to see a show that was like based on her in the future. God, dandruff, I did it again. I put my sketch on my Throwback Thursday layer, so I want to fix that, because I like moving it around sometimes. And sketches, usually I end up clearing that. Let's see, I'm going to copy and paste that onto another layer. And it didn't happen because I wasn't on the right layer. Okay, let's do it again. There we go. That should have done it. Sweet. We're going to lock this one. And then I'm not going to worry about it and turn it off for a little bit. Bring him down. Okay. Alright, so this one here is expendable. So I'm going to draw big at first, and then I'll like kind of downsize it. That's one of the things I like about drawing digitally, is that I can downsize my images. Like I can start big and then downsize my images at will. Whereas when I'm on paper, you can't. You got to start at the size that you're going to start at. Otherwise, you'll have to like redraw it over and over again. Okay. So I want to show off her cybernetics, because this is going to be a cybernetic world. Let's see. Start putting some detail into this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the opacity to something that's not too obnoxious. And then I'm going to start a new sketch. And I'll try to decide if I want to do her cartoony or if I want to do her serious. Let's see, I'll do her serious. It's a very serious world. When I was a kid, drawing, I would always start with the eyes. I wonder where I'd be if I had this as a kid instead of, like regular paper, pencil. Let's see. But whenever I started with the eyes, I always ended up with no, like I'd end up with no, bad, what's the word? Bad proportions. So now what I do is, now I've built my confidence up. Because it's like before, it's like if my eyes are terrible, I usually would scrap it. And it's like, because the face was always the most important thing to me. If it's an ugly face, I don't even want to be bothered. And that's what makes it kind of hard for me to draw other people's, or color in other people's coloring books. Because sometimes they just didn't spend enough time on the face. It just looks, and then I like to color the face first thing, and it's like booty. I'm like, yeah, it sucks. This sucks. Yeah, so whenever I can, I try to start off with a good foundation, which is basically my picture that's in proportion. And because I've spent hours like redrawing stuff, and then trying to get eyes in, what's it called? Get them proportionate, and I spend a lot of time on the eyes. And then when I was in school doing classwork, and I finished my classwork, I'll draw on the back of paper, and I would just draw disembodied eyes like this, and I could just, and it was just doodling. This was doodling for me, and I would just draw eyes, and then maybe sometime I would, and depending on how long I had to wait for the rest of the class to finish, I would just keep doing details, and just eyes, and just the eyes, practicing the shape, trying to refine them and stuff like that. And one teacher, she was so creeped out by it. She's like, this is really creepy. All these disembodied eyes. And I'm like, oh, I didn't think of that, So I moved on to lips. There'll be an eye in the lip. All various sizes. And then depending again how long I'd have to wait, how much detail went into all that stuff. It's funny when I take my footage here and make a speed draw, I have all these like disembodied weird stuff because I'm telling a story as I'm drawing. But back in the day, I didn't have, we didn't have YouTube, or, I think the only thing that we had as far as any kind of art tutorials was, let's see, I remember Tom Hatton. He used to draw, let's see, I was raised in California, so that's like a KTLA TV station would show Tom Hatton on Sundays, and he would draw on like Popeye, like a Popeye hour or something like that. Popeye seemed to go on forever. And he'll take a squiggle and then make it into something, which was cool as hell. And then there was Bob Ross, but I never caught his show. Wrong channel, I guess. Yeah, but my daughter is the one that is to blame for me going from traditional um, to digital. It's all her fault. Uh, I would draw on, oops, I would draw on t-shirts, and I remember I was drawing on a t-shirt. It was, I think I was doing my January t-shirt. It was like my very first t-shirt. Uh, well, not very first, but um, one that I was doing for the month of January. I would draw my Facebook friends, which I'd like to do again, especially if it makes me money. But every now and then it brought me business, drawing Facebook folk. And if they liked it, I would go ahead and redraw it and sell it to them on Etsy. Let's see. My nose might be a little too far down. Let me see. I'm grabbing another source image because her hair is covering like a good portion of her face, so it's hard to get the likeness. So I'm kind of combining two different pictures of here, and I'll show you what I'm working with here. Bring that to the side there. Oh, happy belated Valentine's Day. And I remember many years ago I had found these pictures of Trump. He's like, you are just, and they're like these super inappropriate. So I'd brag about you like I'd brag about my ratings. I'd execute order you into my arms. So I probably wouldn't waterboard you. This one says, I'd grab your if you grab mine. Putin says that he's willing to share me with you. I was about to post these on Facebook, but I'm like, I got a job. And my boss is a hardcore Republican. But even he knew when it was time to let go of the rope a little bit. You're as hot as my daughter. If I shot someone on Fifth Avenue, you would still love me? Yeah, that was the one I was going to post. Let's see. God, it just seems like it go on forever. I can't be bought because my love for you is priceless. Illegal immigrants are stealing our jobs, but you're stealing my heart. Yeah, just like little, I just grabbed all these. So anyway, that's not what I was popping onto this for, though. Let's get to where ooh, Lord, I gotta purge this thing. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this one is a better view of her face, but I like this view of her face. But there's like a lot of shadows. Yeah, my nose can come out a little bit more, and my mouth and stuff can come up a little higher too. So I'm trying to decide whether I want to keep this or keep this. And I think either one would be like really gorgeous. I like this one. This one's very soft. This one's really like come with me if you want to live type of thing. I'm trying to decide which one I like the best. Yeah, I like this one. Okay, so I'm going to clear this. And I'll come back to this one. Okay, so eyes are tilted this way. So the face is kind of like this. Yeah, so over the years, let me bring this opacity back up a little bit. I learned different techniques. I hate calling them tips and tricks because it's not really a tip. It's a tip, but it's not a trick. I don't know. I just have a problem with those, that terminology. This is like different techniques and ways of looking at the face. So like if you ever have a problem with eyes, like you just can't get the damn thing straight, one thing to keep in mind is that the eyeball itself is round, and the eyelid goes over it. Like, think of a ball, and say you're, this is the eyeball, and the eyelid is skin that is going over the ball, because this is right, this is wrong. So anime doesn't always follow, its rules. But if you're drawing somewhat realistic, keep in mind that, and you can see it in the eye itself, it's got that curve. It's not going like straight across. So like if you ever have problems drawing eyes, that's one thing to keep in mind. And same thing with the bottom lid. Just think of it like the eyeballs under two blankets. Use the bottom blanket right here, and that's the bottom of the lid. You can draw the eyeball itself. And it's just a ball. And then from one corner, you're putting the second blanket over. And then this is just a crease in the blanket. And there's that round part of the eye. And you just come around. There we go. And then you have your eye, and then like a little bit above that, you'll have your brow line. And one of the hardest things for me to master was placement of the nose. I still have problems, but one of the things I like to do is drop a line down. I can't do it on her right here, but I drop a line down to where the edge of the nose would be. So I'm looking at her, and the edge of the nose would be about length right here, and the other side of her nose, nostril right here, the very edge, and I'm just dropping a line from the bottom of her nostril going all the way up, and it kind of lines up with this part right here. So if you have source images, you can get your nose to fit in right there. Now how far down is another thing. It's supposed to be like halfway down, but some people, they're not proportionate. So sometimes you gotta wing it. And then I just go ahead and erase those two lines. And I do that with all my drawings to get proper nose placement. And with the eye being round, that's where you get, oops, switch brushes. That's where you get this ball right here. And this is what gets shaded. And you can add your eye shines or whatever you like. Do what you like. Right there. And you can put them anywhere you want. Your eye, your rules. Why not? And again, because the eye is round, you'll have that ball shape here. Now, one of the things that I found with drawing lips, let me get the shape of her head here. When I do caricatures, I like to exaggerate, but I also try to keep the proportions straight in mind here. And sometimes when I'm doing a serious drawing, I'll exaggerate and then, you know, kind of bring it all back in. Like right here is where I do the eyelashes, but I'm going to do that with the hairbrush. Okay. Now, another thing to keep in mind is that you don't want to draw every single damn line on the nose, especially if you're trying to draw realistic. Maybe for a coloring book, maybe you might want to hint at where things are on the nose. At least for me, I prefer a hint, or draw it very lightly, because the nose is not a series of hard lines. They're very soft. There's some of them are shadows. They're shadows basically. You just kind of follow the shape of the nose, and you don't have pits in your nose. We're not pigs. We don't try to, even if a person's nose is flared like that, try not to draw it like that. You want to kind of, like what I like to do is have just the shape of the nostril, the nose hole. Have that shape. Get the shape of the nose underneath. These are where your darkest lines are going to be. Usually here on the sides here, but right here and right here. And I kind of just give myself some hints, because everything else is a shadow or a highlight. And one way of looking at this is that every line that you put down is where a shadow would be. So like right here is a shadow, right here is a shadow. I'm going to fill her eyebrows in, so I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick outline of that. There we go. And so I usually start with the eyes because they are the measure of everything on the face. Wherever the eyes are, everything else is going to fall into place. And you can use it as a reference. Let's see. Okay. So now for the mouth, see, I'm going to have to like downsize everything. I'm a little too big for the head shape here. Say about right. We'll do it about right here. And then I'll just erase a little bit here. So now her head is changed. Change this here. And I also look at the nose to help me where the cheek is going to be. And we'll move this over a little bit. And then halfway down is kind of like where her lips meet, so like right here. So and there's also another measurement. Let me see, I'm trying to remember. it should be equally distant, this from here to here, but of course people aren't always symmetrical. So like the area here needs to be about the same distance for the chin. So I'll just do this real quick. So her lip is here, so I need to bring her chin down a little further. So this area here is supposed to be like equal to this area here. But not everybody follows that, and it also depends on what your lips are doing at the time too, sometimes, to try to capture that. And I think my eyes might be too close together. Let me see. I'm measuring them real quick. I can move this one over just a smidge. They're about the same. So let's see if it'll let me. Oops, I don't want to do that. Reset it. I just want to kind of move it. So like there's one eye, here's another eye, and your eyes are like one eye apart. Now which eye is the more important one is another thing. So about like right here. And while I still have it selected, whoops, I'm going to copy and paste it. That way I can do the, and then that would be more proper placement. So like, and then I can mess with the other eye. And just kind of move it to where it needs to be. So it'd be like about right there. But I'm gonna bring it in just a little bit, because I probably should have used the smaller eye. Okay, and then I would have to readjust the nose and whatnot like that, because my nose is based on the size of where my eyes are. So that is another reason why I spent a lot of time on the eyes. So once the placement's off, it could throw everything off if you use that as a guide. So I'm just going to kind of use her nose here again, define it a little bit better. I'm not going to quite put that down like that yet. Okay. Let's get that head shape. This is where her lips are going to be, like right there. And to draw the lips, like say you have the center point between the chin and the nose, and you're trying to get the shape of her. Draw like a little ball here, another ball here, and you can sometimes get away with doing this. It works a lot better when it's like straight on, but then you just draw your lines to meet your center point. This is where your Cupid's bow is going to go. And that keeps that round. And just draw what you see. Chin comes out. So jawline, cheekbone. See, I need to bring everybody up. See, I'm just trying to read. Trying to see my look here. Like, I feel like her head is, it's either her eyes are too close together. I'm trying to figure out why I'm not getting it. Let's see, here's the eye here. There we go. Bring her cheekbone out. Comes out a little bit more. It's almost like a smirk. Sometimes women change the way they look because their eyelashes, their makeup. Sometimes it throws things off. Bring that down. Okay. Use the hairline, the distance between, see, this is above. Let me see, before I start throwing stuff on her hair. Oops, that's a smudge. We'll play with that forehead too. There we go. Another thing that people do is they cut off the top of the head. Give yourself plenty of brain space. Gotta have brain space. A lot of people like cut it off and it's like, no. Brains. I can smell them. I can see them. Well, you can't see them, but how cool would that be if I can create something that you can see? We'll do it on the zombies. Then we'll use this as her hairline. She's got like a 6-finger forehead. We can even arch those eyebrows up a little bit more. Bring the arch over a little bit more. Okay. Now her face seems rounder. So I gotta get used to her proportions. Come out from behind the eye. She's got low cheekbones. Another thing how I do lips, I use the eyes as well. So I'll drop a line down from the eye where her picture would have it. Let's see. Sometimes it doesn't always coincide with the eyeball, but more like with the eye itself. So like right here is where one edge of her lip is. And how I did her nose is like from the picture, right here and right here, and just trying to drop an imaginary line down. And same thing, her mouth seems to end on the round part of her eye. So I need to extend her mouth out this way just a bit. And try not to get my lines confused here. Okay, so for her, no, okay, so more like the corner of her eyes where this lip will be. So like right here is that edge. And then the corner of this eye. Okay, so my eye is not far enough away, but like the corner of this eye would be where her mouth ends, right here. Where the corner of her mouth. Fix this eye. Now doing a caricature of her, it'd probably be less intimidating too. It would be, wouldn't it? Because if you I know that a lot of people shy away from pictures like this because it's too detailed, and a lot of folks like the abstract or cartoons, because you can get away with anything in a cartoon. So let's do that then. I don't want to clear this whole thing, but we can make the big head, little body type of thing. Plus, I'm having problems getting the proper proportions. So, let's do this. Because I kind of do like the idea of a caricature of Michonne as well. Okay, so to caricature her face, we got the ball. Let's get the face angle, which is what I was having a lot of problems with. Got to give her a big forehead, give her lots of space. And then I can do the cheekbones, have it come in with that one hump right there near her mouth, the corner of her mouth, and then do her chin, just do it a little rounder. And sometimes I will do this exaggerated caricature if I'm having a hard time, like I am, getting the facial proportions right. So I'll do that. And then let's do some cartoony eyes. And if you're going to cartoon the eyes and stuff, to keep the likeness, keep the shape of the eye, even though it is a cartoon. And you can also get away with doing the round eye thing too. So like, you make two balls and just Oh yeah, and the eye, and then just cut into it. I hate that I did it that hard, but you get the gist. Let's see. So one of my favorite things is doing it like the Little Mermaid shape. You still get that rounded eye, but you also get that the basic eye shape. They're like rounded triangles. And then I can go crazy with the there we go. Now if you make one thing like oversized, you gotta keep in mind of your proportions. So I know her nose flares a bit like this. It's got like a triangle shape. And I'm making it smaller because her eyes are bigger. But that is one of her trademarks, is that she's got the flared nose. Okay, one of my things that I don't like looking at is like when people draw the nose like super alien. They look like this. They forget that the nose curves. It comes in. They'll draw it like this. It's like no. Even if it looks like that, there's a lot of shading and stuff. There's a lot of highlights and shades and stuff. So bring your nose in. It usually pinches in at a certain point and then curves into the skull. There's always going to be a bit of a ball on the tip of the nose. Her nose comes back in. Just trying to keep that shape. But one of the things I like doing is making it a little smaller, because it still fits between the eyes. Bring that like about right there. And then when I get ready to finalize it, and that's sometimes why caricatures look more like the person than the person themselves, because you take the thing that stands out the most on their face and you emphasize it. But with women, you don't want to make them look ugly. No woman wants an ugly picture of her. You want to take her best feature and exaggerate that, and you want to minimize, if possible, the features that are unappealing, I guess, I don't know. I don't want to say unappealing, but that they might be sensitive about. Like if they have braces, we want to draw them without their mouth open if they're sensitive about that. If they're not, because I love, that was one of the things that me and the other caricature artists at Busch Gardens liked. We liked the flyaway hair. We liked, because it gives you can emphasize that and give it personality. Sorry, there's a smudge on my smudgy. There's smudges everywhere. Can't stop. Let's see. Now her eyes feel like they're too far away. It's like I can't win. So if I'm gonna pinch this in a bit. That shape because she's a cartoon. And I could go higher on the eyebrows. And then there's some features that you just cannot ignore, like that forehead. So, if her forehead's big, let's see if we can make it. We don't want to minimize it, but we do want to bring it in there because that's part of her. The chin is way too small for me. Bring this out more. And it could be the angle that's throwing me off too. Like I'm trying to draw her straight, but she's kind of got her head kind of tilted. And once you understand what's throwing you off, you might be able to fix that. There we go. See, her lips kind of come down to a point. Now, one thing, if you're trying to do caricatures, if you've got a favorite caricature artist, look at what they do. Like for me, I like Disney caricatures because they're round. They got these S shapes. She almost looks like Tyra Banks right here. So what I gotta do is find the thing that makes it look more like her. Her eyes look a little too far apart. See, I think I'm going to emphasize the, see, her nose is kind of like this. Have the right brush again. And if it's really hard, if the face is really super difficult, break it down into basic shapes if you can. Break out that triangle. There we go. Now I'm going to make her look a little angrier. So I'm going to bring her eyebrows down just a bit here. If you want to make a woman look a little bit more masculine, make their eyebrows bigger. So I'm just going to make it just a little bigger. And then I'll just kind of soften her eyes up a little bit. And if you want to make them look a little bit more menacing, you can give them smaller eyes. Kind of like, let's see, like really intimidating. And just give them small eyes. You know, the eyes themselves are still big, but the interior of the eye is much smaller. And then you can close it up a little bit in certain places. But I like it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to reverse it back to where I had it, where it was a little bit bigger, because I like her. There we go. I'm going to emphasize her cheekbone just a little bit more and probably squat up her face just a little bit more, just to keep that round look. This might help. I'm going to bring that cheekbone down just a little bit further. And she's got very full lips, so let's go ahead and emphasize those a little bit. Three hours later, Kim comes up with the face that kind of looks like Michonne. I kind of like the earlier version that I was doing of Michonne, but I erased it, and I think I'm too far gone. Maybe I'll do the other version later. I'm always drawing Michonne anyway. Well, maybe not enough. We're going to keep that round. She's got the high forehead. We'll probably go a little bit smaller on her chin. Give her the smaller neck. Bring this up a little higher. And I'm making her lower lid a little thicker to try to make it look a little bit more intimidating. And bring her jaw up just a little bit. See, I'm going to make the nose a little smaller. Smaller, but see, I want it shorter but wider. Let's see. There we go. Make it just a little wider. All right. I'm gonna make her a little frownier, just a little. And then using the liquify tool, I'm just gonna kind of push it a little bit. Oops. The corner of her mouth, just a little. Bring it up a little bit. It makes her look like she's sneering just a little. Okay. Bring this up a little bit. Could do like one eyebrow up, one eyebrow down, but we'll bring this one down just a little, and we'll bring this out just a bit. Oops. We'll make this a little smaller. I'll grab this eye and bring it up just a bit. Bring this out a little bit more. If she's got prominent cheekbones, definitely bring that bad boy out. Okay. I'm going to play with her lids here. All right. I are happy. Now on this side of her face, now instead of having dreads, I'm going to have plugs. There we go. Now, if you're going to do the big head, little body thing, watch your proportions. Just because they're a cartoon doesn't mean that you can slack. Watch your proportions. I mean, you can alter them, but you still, want to make sure that they look human. Watch your proportions, that's all I'm saying. Because it can easily look like a mistake. Like right here. If you're going to have big head, little body, again, make it look, if one is out of proportion, if you're going to exaggerate, like frickin' exaggerate. Let's see, we'll give her some boobage here. Oh, someone's in the chat. Give me one quick second. I'll pop on over. Candace made it. Oh, all right. I will color her. Hell, I want to put her on a shirt. If I can get her likeness just right, I'm going to put her on a shirt. I need to make her look like she's like sneering just a little bit, like right here. I need to bring that up a little bit. This will be like my second attempt at a Michonne shirt. There we go. Okay, so we'll have her. Yeah, this is the futuristic throwback Thursday 2021. Okay, so the pose that I had picked out for her, and I was going to throw some futuristic stuff on her, cybernetics and whatnot, was this pose right here. I needed to figure out how to do her legs, so let's see. I'm going to make her a little smaller. So we'll probably need a colored pencil to color this. And still, it's still maybe too big. But again, just watch those proportions or else it'll look like a mistake. Let's see. I want to color digitally too. My coloring with crayons and stuff, it doesn't look as nice. So we're gonna give her. We're gonna like dominatrix her if we can. The future is pain, darling. It's pain. But we'll give her like fat heels instead of the thin heels. Because we're dealing with zombies here. We'll make them like super tough looking. I'm a big fan of like the square heel. Just want to kind of give her, business boots. Okay, so I imagine that if you're in the future, you're going to need to carry some stuff, especially if the future's a wasteland. Let's see, she'll have her katana holder here. She's gonna have her little cyborgs here. We'll put, I like that one eye thing, so we'll throw some stuff on that one. And we'll give them, now if I was smart, I would take like, I would make caricatures of some of the Walking Dead people. Okay, got to give her cape too. I think, let's see, yeah, I think this will be okay. Now if you're doing big head, little body, you can always cinch that waist in. I figure it's like doing a Disney. Go ahead and give them that Disney look. If your women are, let's see, she's really athletic too. Let's see, I want to thrust that hip out a little bit more. Which means this leg has got to come out just a smidge. Let's see, we'll use, oh, yeah. Make this a little bigger. When she first showed up in, The Walking Dead, she was a badass. And see, I want to kind of distort her a little bit. Trying to give her a little bit of strength. This leg has got to look a little smaller. Let's see. We'll bring that in a little bit. And we'll bring this one a little bit more forward. Give her support. Okay, I'm gonna, instead of it being turned out, well, I guess turned out isn't too bad. I want it looking more at us. Give her that wide heel here. Okay, so I'll clean that up when I get a chance. I like that long cape that she's got on the other lady here. Just trying to give myself a...
Keep that same energy. When you go low, I go low too. You'd rather stay high, I know you. Can we stay high, babe?
Yeah, this one I'm gonna end up probably putting on a shirt. I like this coming out on the back here. We can, instead of the katana, I can always throw like a crayon in her hand. It's like, well, Prismacolor. Because coloring in the future is hardcore stuff. Cutthroat.
know you looking bomb, the way you dress it, gone flex it, hold it still and let my mind digest. You got the leverage, you got the upper handle on the situation.
Stay hungry.
The storms that we weather. We fight retreating, then fuck, but you trying to kill the cycle. When nobody's stressing that body like me, I know the way you like it. I treat you like a queen.
We'll give her some abs. We'll give her some arms. Alright. So we'll put like a hoodie on her. See, I don't want to hide that arm here. We'll give it like, we won't go all the way down. Candace says I need to color this. And you know, I think what I'll do is, since katanas have, oops, I think I got the blade backwards. Whoops, did it again. Let me see. Do I have her with a katana in her hand? I do not. But this is how she showed up in the first season. Or was it second? I can't remember. I think it might have been second. She was badass. But this is what she looks like now, I believe. So let's have some fun. I'm gonna go ahead and finalize her. Let's see. I think I'll make her her thigh a little bit stronger looking. And one trick to make the legs look bigger is raise the crotch. Let's see, we'll give her a belt. We gotta keep futuristic. Keep that futuristic vibe. Let's see, this, it's like right up here. So like right here, be her, let's see, she needs weapons. We gotta throw guns on her too. Let's see. We'll figure it out. I'll make it a little smaller. I had colored in what's her name? Trying to remember. Sorry, I'm trying to like focus and think at the same time. Doesn't always work for me. Queenie, and I just threw too much glitter on it. I mean, there is a limit on how much glitter a person should be having on them, and I exceeded that bad boy. Now, her katana, I think I want to make it so that it will, it'll have like a dragon doing its thing. Okay, let's see, like looping around it or something like that, like a kind of like that. Having some sort of dragon. I have a few ideas. Okay, so anyway, let's get the final in here. Not bad. She looks better than she looks better than I was going to do before. Let's see. Let's go ahead and raise this up a bit. Yeah, bring that nose in. And she's got a bit of a curve there. Oh yeah, she looks badass. Let's bring those lips out a little bit more.
Told you so extra, but I know I'm the same. Love me in spite of my
I'm tired. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go on into this one. We'll drop the opacity on this. We'll change our brush to the outline syrup. Okay, so we'll keep it about 4 in the face. Oh, let's see. Before I do that, let me see if I can use this brush. No, it'll have to be on its own layer. Let's see. Yeah, that's too much. Little girl's not that. She's not a glamour puss.
so I don't raise hell. Should've talked through it in detail. Our separate ways ain't gon' end well, no. But when we get back, it's like, oh my. All bad all day, but the night get that good till we act right. So tell me where we on a day, babe. I could keep that same energy. When you go low, I go low too. But you'd rather stay high, I know you. Can we stay high, babe? I'd rather be on that wave. Tryna control our emotions. If we on the right side of passion, we can share love.
Trying to keep an eye on the screen, make sure it doesn't like cut out on me.
I'm under pressure. Okay, I'm admitting that a couple things I said got acidic in the tone and the presence I can careless. Long as you know I come with imperfections. When you look at me, you see the soul through my flesh.
Yeah, Candace, I was going to do like Philip Michael Thomas, and maybe even like from Miami Vice, but Michonne won out over all of those guys. I was even going to do Olivia Pope, and I'm like, nah, dog. Gotta do Michonne first. Wakanda forever. Get those S shapes in there. All right, I'm having fun now. Now it's looking like her, in my own humble opinion. Let's see. Let's see, I want to give her, trying to decide, do I want to give her like cybernetics over here? I better, let's see, because I wanted to change her dreads into plugs. Let's see. But I don't want them too dark. Let's see if I take this and I'm just going to make it a little bit lighter so that people can add their 2 cents in. There we go. Yeah, the tail I did for Urkel turned out pretty good too. Let me see. At least I think it turned out pretty good. I was able to color over it. Okay. I'll bring this down a little bit. Like, Michonne, how'd you live so long? Black don't crack. Look young, you look young. Let's see. I might have to do her hair last so I don't interrupt anything. And then the very ends will end with some sort of plug or something like that. What I'm doing is making little squiggly marks, and then I'm going to go straight to give them their own little shape here. I'm just kind of going over it a little bit more. Yeah, for those of you who are just joining, hi, welcome to my channel. This is Kim Pinkney, and I am drawing Michonne from, I was about to say Game of Thrones again. The Walking Dead. I know where I am, damn it. Okay, let's see. I think that's safe to go ahead and merge that. I'm gonna go ahead and do the body now. And I can show you how I got this far. Because it's almost at 6 o'clock. So let me go ahead and just do a quick replay. And basically, I'm trying to put Michonne into the future. What it would be like to have to survive in the future. And instead of it being just zombies that are giving us grief, we have cybernetic walkers and stuff. People decided they were going to add technology to their bodies to try to survive, and now they're even more dangerous. So I can only imagine like a Negan coming around, and that's combined with that other weirdo to make people even more dangerous, making them, and maybe you could even start off as being like having them as what's it called? You know, better defense, only to have them like be hacked. So, you know, the future is very scary, very, very scary. So the first face, I started giving a little bit of a tutorial on how I would get the proportions of the nose and the eyes, and, you know, tricks to doing the eyes. And then somewhere along the way I lost my proportions. Like, I was looking at her the wrong way. Like, her face needed to be tilted, but I think I was still thinking that her face was still straight on. So I ended up going more of a cartoony route to capture her likeness a lot better and be a little less intimidating to color. You know, a little funnier to look, not funny to look at, but, you know, something to give you a smile. So here I am dropping lines down to how I would like get the proportions and stuff. But this here, if you just kind of draw loose, you can also accomplish the same thing. But I like the character because I can emphasize certain things, de-emphasize other things, and if it doesn't look quite like them, I can still kind of get away with it if I can just keep certain aspects of them, like her flared nose, the kind of angry look, the shape of her lips, the shape of her head. If you can just master getting that little thing going, you can have a really good cartoon of a person. If she was evil, I'd have like the two little itty bitty beady eyes, but I like her. So, yeah, imagine this was your stepmom. Did you do your homework? Did you? There we go. Let's make it morph. See, part of me wishes I would have gone the animation route and like animated her moving around and stuff. Maybe sometime when I can get into that. Okay, so now we're doing the badass boots, doing the cape, doing the katana. There we go. And just kind of cleaning up the lines a little bit. And that's where we are so far. Definitely looks cuter. Yeah, well, if you're going to be with the undead, you may as well look good. Alright. See, pretty girls do play with dead things. Oop. Let me see. I think I've got a better chain. Like, even one of my hair thingies look like a better chain. Ooh, I could put more textures in too. Let's see. Chain. Hair. It was under hair. My hair. There we go. We were like a fishbone chain or something. We'll make this gray. Okay, and then go back to the outline. We get 2. I think I want that braid to be a little darker. Oh, that's too dark. We'll leave it like that. Maybe you guys can throw some gold on it or something. Okay, back to outline. Bring it up to about oh, and her birthday was February 14th. So, Valentine's Day, baby. Give her a little 6-pack there. And make sure that when you're doing caricatures, you vary your lines. Everything underneath where it should be like a heavy shadow. You know, I kind of want to throw like a whole bunch of weapons around her. I had to throw some ninja stars on her. All right. I figure there's certain things in life you don't want to touch with your bare hands. And then I give her fingerless gloves. No. Trying to get better with the line work here. Alrighty. Aw, yeah. Yeah, I agree. My only thing is that I just don't color well. I need to color more, and I think that's what the problem is. Learn my like I'm good with my crayons in other people's coloring book. I don't know. I came across I'm like, ooh, I'm not gonna do this next time. Ooh, I'm not gonna do that next time. Like, I could, I could see all like my little errors and stuff, and I'm like, it's not fair to correct your errors, and everybody else has got to have, crap. So I'm like, okay, all right. You color with what you got, Kim. We'll still have jeans in the future. If we even have a future. Yeah, that's a ticket. We got a future. Let's see. We should do something on here. Make this into some sort of chap or something. We'll give her like extra pockets or something like that. Alright, let's see. Get these last minute ideas. Try to nip these little guys in the bud here. Candace, what did you think of, should I keep doing a little bit of grayscale, like a little bit of shadow here and there, or does that get in your guys' way? Like, you had started coloring Queenie. Did the shadows get in your way, or should I go ahead and keep doing that if it doesn't bother you? Because I liked putting in like just a hint of shadow and texture and stuff like that. So, oops. So like, make that a linear burn. And what's cool is when I went to go print it out, instead of it being like a solid, the printer that I was using made it come out like, what do you call it? With the little dots. I forget what it's called. There's a term for it. Halftone. Like they had a little halftone. I was like, ooh, this is kind of cool. Because I was totally expecting it to come out like, with a, you know, like a solid. Let's see. Okay, that's good. Okay, so there we go. So something like that. And I can add a little bit into her nose. Kind of like that. I'm going to soften that a little bit. So it was almost like it had done a, I'm trying to think, like it had done a, what is that called? Pointillism. I was like, that's cool. Make this a little darker, and then just kind of give us her cheekbones here. Now, some of my favorite caricature artists are J. Scott Campbell. Let's see, who's another one? All-time favorite is Mort Drucker. He used to do Mad Magazine. He'd do the parodies of the movies, the latest movie that was out, super big in the 80s, at least to me. And I would collect Mad magazines and like try to draw his people. Let's see. Do something here. And bring this down because I want to get like a different degree of shadow here. So a little darker here. So when I do caricatures, I also take aspects of the source image's shadows and highlights, and that also makes it look a lot more like them too. Especially if the likeness isn't quite there, usually the shadows will help you out. Yeah, so my question was, do you guys like the grayscale? like this type of thing, because I think it enhances the picture just a bit without taking away the ability to color. I think it just gives a little bit more. A little bit of so even when you add a color, it'll make the color a little bit darker in certain spots. I think there's something that could be said that if for those who make coloring books, but also those who make coloring books, but also color, because then you can really see, you know, what you don't want to do in your book, you know, because you'll see how hard it is to color. And I think I've watched Joanna Basford. When I think that's her name. She's the one that makes the other hardcore coloring books, and she'll color her stuff. I don't know how she does it without getting. I feel kind of awkward when I color my stuff. I shouldn't. I don't feel awkward when I color regular stuff. Weirdo Kim. I'm going to merge these two layers. Okay, so I want to do something to her lips here. I know that I don't want the outline to be too hard. Let's see, that's on this layer. Kind of soften it a bit. No. Maybe break the line a little bit. No, it doesn't look right. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see, we'll do a little bit of shadow on her nose here. Because, you know, me being a rebel, I like having, you know, like total freedom on where I want to put my shadows and highlights and stuff like that. I think I want to give her a little bit of texture on her skin. Favorite skins. Give her the soft skin. That's one of my favorite brushes. Whoops. And we'll drop the opacity a bit. Whoops, what did it do? Let's see how... I don't want to merge that just yet. Let's see, but I do want to soften. There we go. I like that. Oh, I like it. And then inside the nose, make sure we're on the lip. I'll give her lips just a little bit of texture. There we go. Oh, let's see. We should put some sort of texture on her shirt. Let's see. I don't think I have anything futuristic. Let's see. There's that pattern. I think I like that one for her pants. Just give her a little bit of grayscale on her pants. Let's see. We'll drop this down a bit. Let's see. Do I want to select it? Yeah, I do. Okay. Let's see. Make another layer. Trying to remember how it's done. I don't want to fill it. But I really liked how the tail came out, so I'm tempted to do this. Let's see, so I'll fill it this time. Let's see. And hopefully I can remember that trick on how to color it in. Get it all the way to the edge. Okay, and I'll bring it down underneath. Let's see, I'm going to use a liquify to kind of nudge it against the, oops, bring that size down a bit. There we go. Just trying to bring colors together. Oh, bring that down. Just kind of push it up a little bit so it hits the line. There we go. And let's see. So on that layer, let's see, I think there's a way of coloring it. Let's see, clipping mask. Let's see, do a new one. And clipping mask, and supposedly it should stay in the pants. Keep it in your pants. Let's see. You know, and I'm thinking that's the same brush that I used for the, let's see, let me do a different color. Yeah, I did it. Yay, I did it. Okay, so I have to fill a layer, and then I can do a clipping mask. Ew, I don't like that. Okay, so clear this. And then this one, I'm going to drop the opacity a bit. There we go. And then, let's see. I think this is the one I used for the fishtail. And I think I have one for jeans. There we are. Alright, pretty. I don't know if it'll show up. Let's see, let's make it. There we go. Grayscale. Alright, let's see, something. I don't have a. I'm thinking of a cybernetic type of texture, but I guess you wouldn't have that on a shirt unless it's oops. There's a white streak somewhere. There we go. Hate when that happens. Alright, so for the shirt, I could just leave it open for you guys. We'll do some sort of texture on it. Let's see. Create another layer. And then create a clipping mask. Let's see. Maybe a lace. Let's see what this does. Nah. See, I think I got like flowers or something, but yeah, she's pretty straightforward. She's really, they got her pretty plain here. Do something like this. This is what I usually put on business suits. Oh, let's do like a snake print or something. Let's see, let me clear that. No, we'll save that for another one. Give it like a darker tone. And let's see, that was scales. I got croc, but I don't think croc will look good on that. Maybe on the shoes. Put it on the shoes. Let's see, this is lace. That's cute. Let's see. Can I drop the opacity on this? And then maybe drop it a little bit. No, keep it high up on that one. Okay, so we'll give her like this lace top, because why not? And then let's see. I'm going to run out of layers in a sec, so I'm going to merge those guys. So maybe I'll make a couple versions. One without the lace, but then again you could cover it up with markers and colored pencils and stuff like that. This one I want to do, let's see, with one of those textures. Where'd you go? I meant to put it on its own layer. fun with texture. And then we'll add not duplicate. Just add a layer, make it a clipping mask, and then I've made all these textures for that comic book that I created that nobody read, nobody saw because it was buried underneath so much stuff. Let's do Croc. No, Croc is going to be for the shoes. Let's see, how about, let's do shiny squares. No, I was going to say that for the pouches. How about there's something that looks ostrich. Let's see. There we go. And we'll drop the opacity just a smidge. Nah, we'll leave it alone. Okay. Merge, 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 merge. Damn you. Okay, this one right here. It's kind of giving it like leather texture. Like there's any animals in the future. Ha ha ha. I'll give this one more of a leather texture, or oops, wrong layer. Okay, one more time for the Gipper. We'll make this kind of matching that. Alright, and we'll fill with a gray. Got a few places that we missed here. Let me see if I can kind of nudge them. Oops. Like it wouldn't do it with the selection tool still selected. There we go. And probably bring some in. Now I could leave some of it alone, that way when you color, not only will you cover it a bit, but it may also look like a highlight. So next time I kind of have some stuff on the outside, I'll probably just leave it alone. I want to get rid of this line here. Anything that disturbs the illusion of it being over something. And now I'm going to leave that alone. Well, oops. Okay, I'll leave it alone. It's so small. Okay, so on that layer, create another layer, clipping mask, and then I'm going to do something that looks more like a, I think I was going to use that one. Just make it darker in certain areas, like around the edges here. Maybe a little darker here. And then I'm going to drop the opacity on this. There we go. And maybe a little on this. But I just want to make sure that your colors will be picked up pretty well. Let's see. I'll leave the belt alone. Okay. We'll throw some white in there. Just where the light might be hitting it a little harder. Alright. She looks significantly crazy. Let's see. Yeah, if all this texture is, you think it's a bit much, let me know and I will not put it in as dark or at all, or like maybe I'll just make a version that doesn't have texture, because I feel like I might be taking away your guys's choices. So we'll change that to why are you not filling? Oh, because it's on the wrong layer. God, dandruff. Okay. Okay. One more time. So I'm going to add like I think I've got a leather. Oh, we're going to give her croc boots. I have a crocodile texture. We'll let that be. No. I said I was going to leave those open, but I'm like, nah, I don't want it to look like a mistake. Try to make sure I get everything around the edges here. Oh, you know who would be really cool to draw is the chick from Z Nation. They should both be together in the same one because they're in the dystopian society. I like her too. Let's see. I think I like the female characters that do not like get on my nerves. It's like, oh, why'd you make that stupid decision? Okay, so that should... Crocodile boots. Let me see. There we go. Black Crocs. And we'll throw some white highlights on there. And we'll make it a little darker in certain areas. Yeah, this one's pretty tight. Alright. So I have enough openings here for other things. Let's see. Okay, and the katana. I am not liking it's just like crooked. I could put like stuff on it. Let's see, it's on this layer. With the katana, I couldn't remember if you hold it with the blade side up or if the blade side is down. I guess it could be either way. I gotta change my brush. Let's see, so I'll just go ahead and tone the inside here. Oops, make sure it's on another layer. Put it beneath. I hate when that happens. I don't want to create a new group, I just want to bring it below. Beautiful. Let's see, we'll put her arm. Oop. Add. All right, so
요즘 더 듣고 있어 그 노래.
all right, okay. So now that I've got that selected, oops, still have a couple empty spots here. Anybody else? Okay. And then we'll just throw a simple texture. Let's see. Ba, 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 ba. That's different. See how it turns out. I don't know. I don't think that's what? It's different, but I wish it was technical. Let's see, do I have anything that looks... Oh, the ones and zeros! I didn't really need to come up with another one. There we go. I love you, ones and zeros. Clear that. Make it big. And then make it small. Just kind of randomize it a bit. So nothing says futuristic like, oh, I could do it on the, I could do it on the katana. But I was going to do a dragon. Hold up. Okay, so I've got a brush. Oh, okay, I got time because I'll go ahead and merge that. I kind of like it at. I like it at. And let's see, the dragon, and then I'll do a quick replay. I'll merge those two together. It's not a brush, it's letters. Let's see, add text. That automatically puts it onto a whole nother layer. Let's see, there it is. And we'll just kind of have like one of these kind of maybe wrap around. I wish I could see the entire alphabet. That would save me some time. Let's see, if I turn everybody else off, maybe I'll be able to see it better. Let's see, we'll make it yellow for now. No. Oof, talk about hard on the eyes. Okay. Ooh, I like it at. I think that's the letter E. Let's see. See if I can do this easily. If I make... Let's see, we'll make it black. We can see black. Okay, so that's T-E-X-T. Let's see. We'll get the keyboard out. We'll bring, I want to bring this down a bit. That way I can do like the entire alphabet. Okay, I think I can see that. Okay. Da, da, da. Okay, there's the letter A. Ooh, A is good. A, B, C, D. D is nice. E, F. Ooh, F. G. M. Let's see. That's N. M is good. I like how it stretches out. This one here. N. Let's keep going. O. P. Q. Ooh, Q. I like Q. Q. R. S. T. U. Ooh. I'm falling in love with you. Okay, so U. V. W. X. Y. Ooh, Y is tight. That looks like a traditional dragon. And Z. Okay. It's between Y and Z now. Because it's like a whole dragon that I can try to stretch out. Okay, so I'm going to clear this. Let's see. Where's clear? Here's my clear. Okay, so add text. And oops, I'm going to change it to Z, or was it Y? Okay, I need to zoom in. For some reason it zoomed us out like to, let me get out of this. Okay. Yeah, I think it was letter Y. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that one. Okay. It just cleared the whole thing. God, dandruff. Okay. Alright, so I need the letter Y. Don't act like you don't. Oh, no, no. Not Y. No? Where did it come from? X? Oh, Z. Okay, let's see. Okay, wait a minute. That's Z. Oh, there's upper and lower case. Son of a biscuit eater. I did not know that. Okay, good enough for government work. Okay. I need to take a quick break, but I'm going to turn everybody back on. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick replay, you guys. Because it's almost time to go. It's 7 o'clock. There we go. And make it nice and big.
too close, I might just lose it. Knock it down like boom, 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 boom. Knock it down like boom, 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 boom. Knock it down like boom, 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 boom. Knock it down like boom, 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 boom,
And check the weather. Make sure it's not raining. That would suck. Yeah, for this month of February, I'm doing futuristic or fantasy TV people in the future. So I was playing with the idea of Fred Sanford in the future, and that would have been my Valentine's. You know, he's always saying, "I'm coming to see, I'm coming, Elizabeth." Especially when he thinks he's having he fakes like he's having a heart attack, and usually it's his own fault while he's he's going through crap. Usually it's over money. Oh my God, what a character. Should have a picture of like Fred Sanford, George Jefferson, and other TV black guys playing poker, and all of them cheating. All the ones that were questionable dads or interesting dads. But yeah, that'd be funny if you have like James Evans and Fred Sanford, you know, all those guys, and they're playing poker and they're all cheating. That would be so cool. All these like TV dads getting together. Maybe I'll look up like TV cartoon dads or something. All of them getting together and doing their thing. Yeah, the other idea that I had with Michonne was to have her actually in action, like slicing stuff up. Kind of like an anime character. Maybe another idea for that. That face came out badass. That looks exactly like her now. Yeah, one of the best things about caricature drawings is vary your lines. Everything that's underneath you should make a little bit darker and a little bit thicker, and that gives that illusion of a shadow. You can see it in this belt right here. I should put it underneath her shoes, and it just adds a little bit more weight to a character. Like I can go a little thicker on that sword. Okay, so now that I've got my dragon, God, that looks badass. I'm gonna take that dragon. And what's funny is I could have taken a whole bunch of those dragons and just kind of made an aura of the katana. Okay, so I'm going to flip that bad boy horizontal. Let's see, if I flip it vertical, it'll be upside down. Okay. See, I was trying to find a long one that I could wrap around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of distort this dragon a bit and have it kind of be the aura. Let's see. Make it a little longer. longer and skinnier. There we go. So kind of have, but I gotta be careful not to do anything too close to the edge. Oops. We reset that. Flip horizontal. And I want to distort it so that there we go. And then I'm going to make it, I wonder, oh, hold up. For letters, there's a feature where you can make it outlined, and it doesn't look like it's going to do it here. It did it, but it looks ugly. Yeah, it didn't do it well. Damn. Well, it was a thought. It would have made it easier to color. Okay, so just reverse. There we go. Well, so much for that idea. I was hoping that, I wonder if it'll do it with a different one. It does it with the other ones. Okay. Alright. We might be in business. Let's see. Let me try. I like U. The letter U. It's a little too compact though. There was another one that I can't remember if it was, let's see, there's T. V. W. There was one that like looked like it was reaching out. This is kind of tight. Let's see if I rotate it. And just kind of have it coming off the sword. Kind of like, it's like I want it kind of like off the center. And then I can put another drag in. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so let's add another one. The letter T is pretty too, well, that's letter E. Just having them dancing around this sword. I can't make out the letter T very well. Let's see. I like E, so let's see, but I need to make this. That way you guys can color. Let's see. And I want to make it smaller. So this will be like the aura of the sword. and then I can distort it a bit, make it bigger so that it can be colored. We'll warp it just a bit so that, there we go. Make parts of it easier to color. Okay. And then we'll add another couple dragons. Ooh, I like T right here. Okay. I need to make it outlined. Stop. I gotta get it off of, like when it's in there, this, okay, let's see, don't want it selected, just want to tap it. There, come on, there we go. Outline. Yes. Okay. I'll make it bigger. And just kind of make it overlap the sword a little. Kind of like twist. I hate how thick it is. I might have to go back in there and fix some of the lines. It'd be nice if the dragon maintained its shape. It's kind of hard to see. I wonder if I made it big. Instead of like, it's when it flips on itself, it makes it hard to see the shape. When it's spread out like this one, that makes it a lot easier. Okay, so I'm going to erase a little bit of the dragon. Anything that has it overlapping way too much. Whoops. Okay. Oh, it has to be rasterized. Okay, so let me distort it just a little bit. So I'm thinking about having it just kind of being part of the aura. I was going to have it kind of overlap the sword just a bit. So that its tail would be over it. Okay, so let's see. How do I want to do that? Bring it underneath. And then bring this one on top. Okay, so this one here, we'll do a mask. Okay, so the one on top, okay, I'm gonna have to turn off the one on the bottom. Okay, so here's the one on top. We're just kind of erasing. Okay. So it looks like it's going over this sword. Now the line's got a little thick here, so I'm going to bring it down a little. I wonder if I can take these guys, like this guy right here, and let's see, I'm just going to hit the mask on him. If I can do a selection, create another layer. Let's see, do a selection. So it should just be selecting, let's see, select, don't fill, and change my brush to something like this. Yes. It's giving us, it looks like it's giving us a bit of an outline. And if I keep going, like the more I hit it, the more the whiter it gets. Okay, I like that it's giving us an outline. Okay, cool. We need that. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Create another layer. Oops. Oh, I'm at my limit. Okay. We'll use that layer here. We'll make a selection here. And we'll do the same thing. The brush. Oh, make sure that, let's see, there's layer 10. Let's see. There we go. And if I duplicate it, I can barely see it. Okay, let me try this. Let's see. Let's see, this is layer E. See, what I'm trying to do is give it another outline. So I can probably see, I don't want to merge those layers. Okay, and I think this one was W down here. Yeah. See, am I happy with UW? Rasterize it. And then, what was I going to do here? Oh yeah, I need to make another layer. Which means somebody's got to go or be merged. So 10 is okay. I think I can get away without having T. Yeah, we'll delete that one. It takes 2 layers, let's see, to make a really good outline. Let's see, there we go. So I'm going to select this one, duplicate. I'm going to take the difference, I'm going to create a difference layer. And when you do two difference layers, when they both combine together, it makes an outline. So there we go. We got a better outline. And then I can do it again. Either I could just duplicate it, or I can do another difference layer. Oops. By tapping the letter, there's difference. Then duplicate it again. We got another outline, and I can merge all three, and now we got a nice outline. All right. So I'll do the same thing with W. We'll keep it consistent. So I'll go ahead and select him. Oops. First, create a layer. Select. And then switch to layer 9 and then start coloring so that we still kind of have the outline of him. There we go. Alright, it's kind of hard to see now. Back it up a little bit. So we'll only color what we need then. Just kind of give him a little hint so that we don't lose all the detail. Okay, I think we're almost there. I think that's good. Okay, because I don't want to lose the detail too badly here. Let's see, if I do this, we can still see him. Okay, and then I can duplicate. Oops, take that off. Duplicate, create a difference layer. And difference just turns it black. It turns whatever is there black. But when it's together, two different layers on top of each other, it makes an outline. Let's see, I could probably merge that together. Duplicate. And sometimes just duplicating will give you a harder line. So we'll duplicate it one more time. Change that to difference. And then duplicate that difference. There we go. Alright, so we've got our outlines. And I could probably try to stretch the dragons a bit. Now, this one I kind of lost my dragon here. Okay, now I see him again. Alright. So, in another video, or the next video, we'll go ahead and finish up the dragons going around the sword. And then finish the guys in the back. And then we are there. We are so there. Alright. So, there we be. I'll go ahead and turn that off. And there is our Michonne. And I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, you like it? You like it? Okay, so, yeah, I think I'll go back through and I'll probably just outline these dragons a little bit better, probably by hand, so that they'll be easier to color and see. I might refine it a little bit. That way we can see them better. I'm going to probably, I'm going to upload this. And I think I'll put some dragons on, oh, this has to be on the outside. Oh, snap. Okay. Yeah, her her katana thing should be on the outside. I've got it on the inside and the outside. Oh, what a mess. Okay, easy fix. I got time. I got time because just need to get rid of one. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, it could be a shotgun. We'll fix it to a shotgun tomorrow. Okay. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and share this. I'm going to share the JPEG image. And it'll be in the description if you want to download it and play with it if you want. Or you can wait for the finished version. But it will be in Futuristic Friday, Throwback Thursday, Futurious Friday, and I'm just going to go ahead and save that there. I don't know why it does JPEG.jpg. That's unnecessary and redundant. There we go. And I'll just go ahead and upload this one. This is the Michonne rough, and then I'll do a final version, like a PDF. It'll be like 600 DPI and whatnot, looking all hot and stuff. All right, you guys, thanks again for joining me. And for those who want to, who just joined and don't have time to sit through a whole 2 or 3 hour video, here is the quick time-lapse replay, and there will also be a speed draw of the entire thing later. Maybe, more than likely. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Candace, always a pleasure. I'm glad that you like it. And if you guys have any ideas on the next person, we might be on the same accord, or we might even be doing it, you know, in March or April. But I try to take everybody's suggestions into consideration. Sometimes I'll do it like right off on the spot, especially if your idea is better than my idea. Ha ha ha. That never happens, right? But again, thank you for joining me. This is Michonne, my version. I think it was the 3rd time's the charm, because it took me 3 tries to get her straight. Check out the weather real quick. Decent weather today. It might rain, it might not. It's going to be kind of miserable, kind of cloudy today. But it is what it is. Like you guys really needed the weather report. How are things in your neck of the woods? But anyway, so what you're seeing right here is the rough sketch of me trying to get Michonne's feature scale in like a coloring book, comic booky type fashion, and also explaining different techniques on how to get the right size lips if you're doing like more of a realistic picture. And then I just kind of gave up and decided to just go cartoony with it. Now, I didn't think I was going to do a good job as a cartoon, but I'm like, you know what? I like it as a cartoon. It's not intimidating. You can color it a solid tone, and it won't be like, you're wrong. No, you should be doing this or that. I don't know. I don't know what the coloring book community does. But so far, what I've seen, I like. You know, people have been really super nice. Haven't come across any gatekeepers or anything like that. Where it's like, you shouldn't be doing this, or, you know, I thought I would come across that, you know, because you see it in the beauty community, you see it in the art community sometimes. I've never experienced it, but I've listened to other YouTubers as I'm drawing whine about people like trying to be a gatekeeper with their art, or stealing art, and, you know, just being wicked, horrible mammals. So don't be a horrible mammal. Watch your proportions, and color like the wind. But yeah, if you guys like this sort of thing, let me know. We can always do like a whole nother Walking Dead thing. We can do like just a certain theme. I love themes. I love doing caricatures of celebrities, especially if you can recognize them right off the bat. That just tickles me, you know. It's like, yay, this came out excellent. But yeah, this freaking looks so much like her. Like, I could just look at it and go, yep, that's Michonne. That's our girl. Just trying to do her a little justice. Just trying to survive in this dystopian world. Just a survivor trying to keep the nuts. Or keep from going nuts. Just a squirrel trying to keep from going nuts. But yeah, I'm going to change her her hair to like plugs. Her sword is going to have like a little bit of magic going on it, you know, and we'll do like a little technological type of thing going on with it. And I made it black and white and outlined so it'd make it easier to color. I don't think it'll make it easier to color. It's already a little tough to see. Okay, but we've got lots of texture galore. And there's our Michonne. You guys have a great one. It is available to download right now if you just cannot wait. But if you can wait one more day, I'll finish it up with the little guys behind her and the cyborgs behind her, zombie cyborg, since they're no longer walking. Anyway, take care. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Take care, Candace.